Well, I've been studying government programs for about 40 years or more now, and I've written 100 books on the subject. But my dream was to always have a separate book for every state, because that's where the money goes to. It starts with the federal government, then goes to the state government. And that's where people have to apply, state and local governments, not in Washington, D.C. So after working on this project for about 4 or 5 years now, I finally built up, 50 different reports, one for each state, where you could go and apply to over 327 government giveaways that are available just in your state. So this is the first time anybody has done this. I've been studying this a long time. I know everybody in the business, or actually, I think I'm the only one in the business. Nobody would be crazy enough to tackle something like this. So now you have a single source for your state to go to see what all your tax money is paying for. That's right. See, in 2019, the government is giving out over $2.4 trillion in giveaways to people. And it's more this year. It's increased about $700 a family. So they're giving out more this year than any time else. There's a lot of people hurt in this country, a lot of people living where their wages haven't gone up in 10, 20, 30 years or so. So these things can be very important to people. Also important for you to start a new life, to do something different, whether it's the education you need, a new house, or a new job, or training, or better health care, and all these kinds of things. I mean, the government is a powerful tool. It represents over 1/3 of everything in our economy. So if you think it's crazy, you're right. There are certainly crazy parts of the government. There's crazy parts about me. We're all like that. But it's a tool in our society that you could use and take advantage of, and you have access to if you figure out how to use it. And that's what I do. I try to help people understand the system, apply for it. You're not going to make one phone call and get a check in the mail, next Thursday, But the government does give out an average of like $22,000. And that's in cash. You don't have to pay back to every household in America. But you have to find out where it is. And that's what I'm doing, getting you closer and closer, because in Google, you'll never find it. You'll spend hours and hours, dozens of days even, trying to find that and never know. Because it comes out in different forms that you never thought of, like grants and direct payments, free services, loans you don't pay back, financial assistance programs you and I can never dream of that they have. So what I've done is created the single best source for everybody in America to be able to use to know what their government is all about and how to take advantage of it. Sure, it's greedy, maybe, whatever, but we all have important problems we're going to solve. You want to go on to Google and find people going to sell you, products and services and help, that the same thing you could get for free. So I put it together. You could download it right now and see all the links are right there. There's no searching, no guessing or whatever. And not only all the links in one thing, I have videos that explain all these things to you. I video the people giving out the money, so they explain the program, so you could decide how much this is worth to you, if you should proceed to apply or not. And it humanizes the whole thing, because I eliminate all the bureaucratic jargon. There's no more bureaucratic jargon. I put it in plain English. That's what separates people. It's like reading legal documents or something. No, you can't relate to that, and you'd probably not do it. So I put it all in English so you can relate to it and live with this and use it like you should, because you live in America. You could be a citizen, non-citizen, old, young, rich, poor, all these programs for everybody, as long as you're here in the United States. There's so much. It's so exciting to me, because I've been, when I started this, I was helping all the rich people. They use all this stuff. This is why they're millionaires. They figure out how to use this stuff. Because almost 80%, or actually closer to 90% of all the programs that give out money have no income requirements. Doesn't matter what income you want. See, the fat cats have figured this out. Now I got to teach the rest of the people. And filling out forms, all these programs I have in this single report are for personal use programs. So they're not complicated grant writing you need. No, you'll never need a grant writer for my work. Not on this product, because none of it is just for personal use. So it's 2-3 pages, fill in the blanks, and that's how you get the money. Now, there's no guarantee you're going to get it, but there is guarantee that every program is here that's real, gives out money for the descriptions I put in here. And that's what's guaranteed, that it's real money. And they give it out every year. But you have to apply and then decide. They decide if you fit the criteria. Who knows? Every program is different. No one could say that every program is one way. No, every program is a different way. So if somebody says something good or bad about a program, that's probably true, but then it's not true for all the other programs. So that's what I'm trying to look at, the kinds of ways you could do. Programs that are there to get a better job. So many people hate what the heck they're doing this. Find out what the government has. Or programs to pay for education and training so that you can get a better job. Don't spend $100 grand going to college or whatever, yeah, or some private university or college or training program when you could get it free. Or how about to buy or rent a better place to live or fix it up? Or here's interesting, people don't realize health care, dental care, prescription drugs, and even pet care is available at free or low cost. You have to know your alternatives. Or how about create your own income to work boss free? Wouldn't it be? I mean, it's bosses that create the anxiety in our life every day. So why not learn? And this is what the government programs are there and everything to learn. I have, dozens and dozens and dozens of ways that you could do this without complications of starting a business or anything like that. But you become your own boss. Pay for groceries or farmers markets. Or how about programs that pay for cars, car payments and car insurance? Programs that pay for daycare, elder care, or get rides to see the doctor. Or programs that give money to live on while you start a business. or programs that pay you to train for a $90,000 a year job with no college degree. Or programs that teach you how to make income at home when you have none. You don't have income and you want to know how to do it, there's programs that help you do that. Or programs that help you protect your invention and even help you take it to market free, not one of these invention companies. Why? Pay for your heating and cooling bills. Make $100 of extra emergency, not make it, but just emergency money, $700, $1,000 or whatever. Grants to give you, actually there's banks, there are a whole bunch of special banks that are related to the government that even give grants if you put savings account. You put in $4 in the savings account. I mean, you put in $1, they'll put in $4. That's a grant that the bank's giving you. But you got to know those banks. Okay, programs that give $35,000 because you were a victim of crime. People don't realize they get hurt, they get whatever, they're victimized, and there's money to pay for that. Even people don't realize that there's even money for burial expenses. I mean, it's amazing. 300 and some programs are there in one report, videos that explain it all. It's stuff that you'll save hours, days researching. You'll never need a grant writer. It's all in English, no bureaucratic jargon. And I guarantee if this doesn't work for you, I'll give you your money back no matter what. I just don't want anybody to believe that I'm trying to take advantage of it. I really want you to know the wonderful things about this country. There's a lot of bad things about it too, but there's a lot of wonderful things if you learn how to use it. So let me help.